you like to marry a trucking man? She said, this can never be. It's a railroad life for me. Then I told her I'd be nice. I'd even bring her paradise. She said, that's fine, but in my mind, it's a railroad life for me. I wanna lean out the window from the high cab seat, hang my face in the wind and the sleet. I wanna wave to the people as I roll by, out where the iron is high, 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 out where the iron is high. I told my baby, please don't go, the railroad nights are always cold. She said, at least I will be free, is a railroad life for me. Then I told her I would cry if she said no, I'd probably die. Ain't it hard to say goodbye, it's a railroad life for me. I lean out the window from the high cab seat, hang my face in the wind and the sleet. I wanna wave to the people as I roll by, out where the iron is high, 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 out where the iron is high. I asked my baby if she knew these old trains would make her blue. She told me what would be is a railroad life for me. Then I told her, you will pay, your cinnamon hair will turn to gray. She said, it's gonna anyway, it's a railroad life for me. I wanna lean out the window from the high cab seat, hang my face in the wind and the sleet. I wanna wave to the people as I roll by, all where the iron is high, 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 all where the iron is high. I told my baby about Casey Jones, all he left was mold and bones. She said that was his destiny, is the railroad life for me. Then I told her, you're too frail, you won't stand up on the long steel rail. She said, you just watch and see, it's a railroad life for me. I wanna lean out the window, hang my face in the wind and the sleet. I wanna wave to the people as I roll by, out where the iron is high, out where the iron is high. I asked my baby for her hand, how'd you like to marry a macho man? She said, this can never be, it's a railroad life for me. I wanna lean out the window from the high cab seat, hang my face in the wind and the sleet. I wanna wave to the people as I roll by, out where the iron is high, 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 out where the iron is high. What did you get for 25 years? Alternate seasons of laughter and tears, growing a fruit of the miracle kind, and water that's changed into wine. What did you get for 25 years? Alternate seasons of hopes and of fears. The wine steward told me it tastes mighty fine. It's water that's changed into wine. Canaanite lady, Canaanite man, haven't you saved the best wine for last? What did you get for this many moons? Alternate seasons of dirges and tunes. Fill up the glasses of all who would dine with the water that's changed into wine. What did you get for 25 years? Alternate seasons of chains and of chairs. Brought a bouquet in the fullness of time, and water that's changed into wine. What did you get for this kind of dues? Alternate seasons of treasure and blues. Ah, this kind of vintage, it ain't on the vine. It's water that's changed into wine. Canaanite lady, Canaanite man, haven't you saved the best wine for last? What did you get for this kind of verse? Alternate seasons of better and worse. And here's to the author that made it all rhyme, and water that's changed into wine. You can cry if you like when you learn of the news. You won't be alone if it gives you the blues. It's still just as hard to lose a good friend. It don't matter about 70. The end of the line for a dream that was bold. The end of the line for a dream that is cold. What can you play for a ragged old soul but taps for the Milwaukee Road? Come bugle blow for the Milwaukee Road, a rusty old road, rusty old road. Come bugle blow for a busted old road, for the Milwaukee Road, bugle blow. Climb if you're brave on a stormy cascade and see where she conquered our 2% grade. And hear how the wind on the bridges she made cries for the Milwaukee Road. Remember the ways of an Indian brave that has given his name to a passenger train. Going the way of the Buffalo Soon and the wampum of orange and maroon. Come bugle blow for the Milwaukee Road, a rusty old road, a crusty old road. Come bugle blow for a busted old road, for the Milwaukee Road, bugle blow. Drink if you like to the railroad men, lusty old men, Milwaukee Road men. And drink if you can in the taverns they bend to the days on the Milwaukee Road. Come bugle blow for the Milwaukee Road, a rusty old road, a crusty old road. Come bugle blow for a busted old road, for the Milwaukee Road, bugle blow. You can cry if you like when you learn of the news. You won't be alone if it gives you the blues. It's still just as hard to lose a good friend. It don't matter about 70. It's all right that I got old. I may be ugly, but I ain't cold. And I get strong as 17, watching Judy dance. Music and the rhythms beat, transposed by her sandaled feet. The classic movements I behold, watching Judy dance. Judy makes me think of spring and all those songs I used to sing. She has my fantasies of love choreography. Damn the accidents of time. Beg for mercy, pass the wine. I think thoughts like David thought, watching Judy dance. Me think of spring and all those songs I used to sing. She has my fantasies of love choreography. Damn the accidents of time. Beg for mercy, pass the wine. I think thoughts like David thought, watching Judy dance. I've been all around the world, ain't seen nothing like this girl. She's made a hostage of my soul, watching Judy dance. Laughing eyes, they sure do shine. Lord, I'd like to make them mine. I want the promise of them eyes, watching Judy dance. Judy makes me think of spring and all those songs I used to sing. She has my fantasies of love choreography. Damn the accidents of time. Beg for mercy, pass the wine. I think thoughts like David thought, watching Judy dance. Now it's all right that I got old. I may be ugly, but I ain't cold. And I get strong as 17, watching Judy dance.
I had an introduction all like worked out and figured out, but that was 18 months ago. So I have no idea what I should say to such a wonderful assembly of hairstyles. Some of you have more, some of you have less. Frank and I are working on the less part. And who's working on the more part? Not you. No. How many of you are under the age of 100? Okay. Because we were looking for a young audience to get this thing kicked off with. And how many of you are old at heart? Yeah. You know, I say, yeah, what about us old at heart? I've been old for so long, I had to wait to get old, to be old, because I was old. And here I am with you tonight, just an old guy sitting here waiting to present some wonderful music, I presume. Yeah, can never be too sure. I don't know how things are going to start. Are all three of you going to take the stage at once? Well, that's a nice thing to do. Then I don't have to introduce you all over again later on, which I really don't do. But okay, it has been, I think, 18 months or thereabouts since, we've had a few shows. I'll be honest with you, this is not virgin territory. Not by any means. And that's not a slam. You should be joyful about that. That you don't have to go through those periods of your life again. But it's hard to know what part of your life you're supposed to go through at this point, isn't it? Anyway, we're so welcome. It is so great to have. Used to say all the way from Milwaukee, and I was all the way from Tennessee. We have the SistaStrings, and used to say. And we used to say all the way from Milwaukee again, And now in Western Mass, up on some hills or something like that, that's be Peter Mulvey. And so if you look at the Nashville area and Western Mass and this area, it forms a triangle. Okay? And there are 3 performers forming a triangle. Would you please welcome SistaStrings and Peter Mulvey to the triangle stage?
Oh my God, it's good to see you. Holy smokes, we missed you.
Oh my gosh.
This
is great.
So, has much been going on since, Wow.
Okay, look, I forgot what to do.
I know.
Crazy.
Right. Fix your camera. Is the microphone attached?
Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Don't you ever change, don't you change on me. Don't you ever change, don't you change on me. Don't you change. 'Cause if you ever change, if you change on me, if you ever change, it would rain on me. Don't you change. Love was everything they told me it would be. Everything they told me, but I wouldn't listen. Baby, are you listening to me? Love was everything that they told me it would be. Everything they told me, but I wouldn't listen. Baby, are you listening now? Every time you change, when you change on me, every time you change, it just rains on me. Don't you change. Don't you change. Don't you change. We did a thing. We did a thing. Thank you. God, it's good to see Fort Atkinson again. Oh my God. About 10 years ago, I think, the high school poetry club, they had like their meeting here, the literary journal, and so I had the distinct pleasure of being like the poet on hand, not much of a poet, but a songwriter, and, you know, got to meet the, you know, high school kids and check out their poetry and answer a few questions. And the teacher had brought his son, and his son was like 11, and, you know, was in a room full of teenagers, and he was trying on adulthood and cool stuff. And he like took me, he just, you know, he had a moment aside with me. He was 11 back there by the stairway, and he goes, hey, I don't know if you come to this town often, but there's this cool place called Frosty Freeze. It was awesome. I never saw him again. I wish I had, because I went there. It is. It's a cool place. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? I got a new life. I got a new life. And I'm listening. Are you telling me? Are you telling me? Are you telling me? I think you're telling me you got a new life. You got a new life. I'm listening. All your lonely life, all your lonely life, all your lonely life, oh. Well, I love you so. Oh, I love you so. I just love you so. Oh, I love you so. You got a new life. You got a new life. And I love you so. Am I listening? Am I listening? Am I listening? We all miss Nathan going. Oh, that's Tay the dog. Tay the dog has entered the front row. Yes, yes. Are there any scraps? Are there any scraps? Who has left what food in what proximity to the, oh my God. Wow. We're going to play a couple of tunes we have never played in front of people before ever. This is one that my partner and I wrote together at the beginning of this thing. My parents are here in the first row. Thank you, Kitty.
Yes, they are.
You know, and like, you know, yeah, right, you know. So I don't know about you, but I was a little startled to see a global civilization deranging global pandemic come down. That's never happened in my lifetime. And right, E flat? Yeah? Yes. Okay. So anyway, I started working on this tune, and then I had like a complete wig out, and I was really upset, and you know, I said, like, I came downstairs and I was like, I cannot stand this because, you know, I might never see my parents again. And my partner said, well, does it help to know that that was always true?
Oh, Jim.
Right. Right. So just take yourself back to March and tell us how you feel about it. Just follow the dot as it moves back and forth across the screen. We're going to desensitize you to these traumatic memories. Now that we are all as lonely as the lonely always were, I am just like you, a face behind a screen, a voice at the end of a line. And I am so scared 'cause I don't get to know. I don't get to know. I don't get to know if I'm gonna see you on the other side. Does it help to know that this was always true? Because it was. And so then what were you saying when you said I love you? What did that mean? Now that you don't get to know, you don't get to know, you don't get to know if you're gonna see me on the other side. Days will go by one by one, by many, and we will go on, and we'll forget, and we'll remember, and we'll say I love you, and we don't get to know, we don't get to know, we don't get to know but I'm going to see you on the other side. Hey. Thank you. Thank you. And man, if you lost someone, I'm so sorry. That was a rough, well, it is a rough go, right? Like my friends in Canada just are getting their shots now. My friends in Ireland are just getting their shots now. Like, it's worth remembering every bit of this is still happening for almost the whole of us. Well, here's the other coin. Here's the other shoe to that. This is a tune that I wrote this March called Summer of 21. We also don't know this. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to play a tune that not only that none of us know, and then we don't know that we know in the second set. Perfect. Because, yeah, exactly. I try to be their most headachy gig. That's my. Keep these whippersnappers on their toes. That's right. While we're on the topic of the fashion competition going on up here, like I like to say, it's okay by me if you vote for them, is all I'm saying. Like, I feel fairly confident. Like, I've got it going on here. The boots say Australia, and the shirt says Wyoming, and the hat says Poland, and, because the hair doesn't say much. The jeans are silent. Uncomfortable pause. Back in the summer of 21, when we finally got the all clear, I guess we went a little crazy, hugging everyone. We rode our bikes to the river, we put our bodies in the water, watched the little ones splashing, drunk on the warmth of the sun. We took a train to the city, like we hadn't done in 2 years, and we packed into McSorley's just to sit and have a beer. And then we waited in a long line just to get a taco. We were licking our fingers, eyes full of tears, and nobody can tell you till you see it with your eyes. No matter how full up with sorrow, behind the clouds there was always the sky. There was a singer on the sidewalk, and she had a little crowd there, and she was young and she was hungry, she was raking it in. And we stopped into a thrift store, and you tried on a sweater, and I said that you looked pretty, and you gave me a grin. And then we walked around the village just to see the people, and the day was so perfect, we never wanted it to end. And on the last train home, we could still hear the street song, and we were just so happy to be in the world again. And it's true, nobody can tell you till you see it with your eyes. No matter how full of with sorrow, behind the clouds there was always the sky. No matter how full up with sorrow, behind the clouds there was always the sky. I feel like you two should just. I would like to hand command of the starship over to SistaStrings.
Okay.
What happens now?
I just fell asleep.
Folding herself into her body.
What do you want to do? I don't know that song either.
Do you want to do the new one? Or do you not want to start with that one?
Sure.
Dive in.
Let's do it.
Why
What's
not
the worst
dive
that
in?
could possibly happen?
Since we're all playing new songs, right? Let's see. You gonna tell them about it?
Oh, I was going to leave that to you, but I guess I can tell parts of my parts
You tell
about
parts.
it, and then you can tell your parts about it if I miss anything.
That sounds great.
Perfect. Okay. We're not always this nice to each other. I don't know what to do right now. What? Okay, so we did a commission project with the Milwaukee Opera Theater.
Yep.
This past year, and they're like, "What do you guys want to do?" And we were like, "We want to do a music video." And Shanti just kept saying, "Puppets." So we did a music video with puppets. But the premise was, I mean, it was like all the protests and everything happening in the pandemic and like just real life happening. And we wrote a song called The Sound. And it's like there were like the sounds of the protests, the sounds of the city. Growing up in life, there are always the sounds of people telling you you're not good enough or that you don't fit in a certain way or that you don't. So it's like all these sounds just coming at you. And I kind of have taken this song as like, you take all these sounds and you create something beautiful, really. You're ignoring like the chaos of life and sorting out and turning that sound into music.
Yeah. Sound like that.
Yeah.
I think you said it, sis. I think she said it. Yeah. Right. So during our time quietly, I have become quiet, and Monique has become the talker. No, I still talk sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. You ready? The sound drives me crazy. Don't look at you the same. Got some troubles on my brain, and I won't sit here and act the same. The sound drives me crazy. On out the door. I can't stay for more, 'cause I refuse to let me lose my name. Do, 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 The sound drives me crazy. I can't see my future clear. Cloudy vision creeping in. Change the channel so my ears can clear. Frequencies changing, they're changing the atmosphere. I'm growing up, climbing the stairs, but I guess you'll find we're staying here. The sound drives me crazy. Gunshots out my door. All we understand is war. Building trust ain't got no time no more. The sound drives me crazy. Drums beating in my soul. My heart craves some more. 'Cause who I see, I must grow on to be. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. The sound My soul will not change, 'cause till we all can be, we all ain't free. Sound drives me crazy. 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 The sound, the sound, the I've been sweating before the show even started. Just right before.
What else you got?
You gonna do backing up? Yeah, let's do an instrumental.
Yeah, I gotta get the voice a rest, child. This is originally a cello solo, a classical cello solo, and we have funked it up and made it a duet. So there's that.
What's he gonna do?
Can't do anything. No.
That was me.
Cross, everybody. And her ponytail.
Glad I could help. We got a couple more tunes and then we're going to take a little break. SistaStrings has their record and very stylish T-shirts.
Yeah, we I will say we have an overabundance of mediums, I think.
Yep.
So grab those for all your medium-sized friends.
In the long year of the knife, when everything was open, to the startled pale of bone, and to the quickened bloom of pain, we wept and bled and trembled in the doorway to the station. Oh, but when I was in Monaghan, she washed my hair with rain. When I was in Monaghan, she washed my hair with rain, hair with rain. You broke my throne, I stole the blade, I ground it on my father's wheel. Then I threw it in the river, where the river heads for south. And I raged just like an animal, though to see me all was still. But when I was in Monaghan, she kissed me on the mouth. When I was in Monaghan, she kissed me on the mouth. She kissed me. Beware, oh traveler, for the road is walking too. Beware, oh traveler, for the road is walking too. Beware, oh traveler, for the road is walking too. The road is walking too. Been a ghost for so long, you can't know what I've become. Yeah, but I still see through your dark eyes the brightness of the day. Now I know my good right arm is never growing back. Oh, but when I was in Monaghan, she dashed my tears away. When I was in Monaghan, she dashed my tears away, all my idle tears. Beware of traveler, for the road is walking too. Beware of traveler. Beware, oh traveler. Beware, oh traveler. very much. I remember I started out in this business, and I was opening a lot of shows for a dear friend and a mentor of mine, a guy named Chris Smither. And I remember the early days of this deal, and like I would get paid $150, and he was getting paid substantially more than that. And like the venue would always give him the free hotel, which makes perfect sense because he's who everybody's coming to see. But like hotels cost $110, right? And it's like, and you know, he always slipped me extra money, and you know, sometimes he would just buy me a hotel room or whatever. But like, you know, even in a business as wonderful and kind as this business, you know, I mean, there are some corporate raiders like Bill Camplin and Kitty Welch who just, you know, obviously they just do it for market share and they don't give a shit about you. But most of the people in this business are, you know, pretty lovely. And what I'm saying is that I have like 9 or 10 records over there and an illustrated book, and I have these mugs and stuff. So what I'm saying is, if you were to buy one of SistaStrings records and one of my records, I'll throw in another record, but you have to buy one of theirs and one of mine to get the extra one. So I'm trying to, right? Do you see my point there? So I'm incentivizing you to support these young, developing.
Oh God, please let me be done. Let me be done developing.
Point taken.
I love you, listen.
I'm driving up the coastline, it's like living in a painting. Holy shit, I miss my friends who died. Sun falls in the ocean, moon sails over the mountains. I'll take one of each with ice cream on the side. All my little magic tricks were just to draw you closer, so you'd lean in and I could smell your hair. And who shot Saint Sebastian? I always thought that it was Cupid, but look at that little dude, he's sharpening his spear. Baby, how does it make you feel? Baby, how do you think it makes you feel? Makes you feel. Yeah, your secret's safe with me, babe. If my secret's safe with you, there's no place to stand where there's no higher ground. When the day you wake up sad and empty, don't go back to sleep. There's a million ways to kneel and kiss the ground. Yeah, a million ways. Baby, how does it make you feel? Baby, how do you think it makes you feel? Makes you. You know, I wrote this with Tim Fagan. Yeah, true fact. And now it's you who's driving up the coastline. Every dream you ever has been vaporized. By that I mean converted from a mist into the ether. So lose the wheel and baby, close your eyes. Baby, how does it make you feel? And baby, how do you think it makes you feel? And baby, how does it make you feel? How does it make you feel? And baby, how do you think it makes you feel? Makes you feel. We'll be back in a little bit. Thank you so much. Monique Ross, Shanti Ross.
Peter Mulvey.
I'm a little cookie, yes I am. I was made by the cookie man. On my way from the cookie pan, little piece broke off of me. Little piece broke off of me. A little piece broke off of me. But I can taste just as good as a regular cookie can. I'm a little chocolate bar, I am. I was made by the chocolate man. On my way from the chocolate stand, I got a little bend in me. Got a little bend in me. I got a little bend in me. But I can taste just as good as a regular chocolate bar can. I'm a little Tootsie Roll, I am. I was made by a Tootsie man. On my way from Tootsie Roll Land, I got a little twist in me. Got a little twist in me. I got a little twist in me. But I can taste just as good as a regular Tootsie Roll can. I'm a little gumdrop, yes I am. I was made by a gumdrop man. On my way from the sugar can, got a little dent in me. Got a little dent in me. I got a little dent in me. But I can taste just as good as a regular gumdrop can. I'm a little cookie, yes I am. I was made by a cookie man. On my way from the cookie pan, little piece broke off of me. Now I ain't as round as I might be, but I'll taste good, just wait and see. And I can love back just twice as hard as any regular cookie can. Ah, come all you rounders, lovers of trains. Let me tell you about something I've seen. A vagabond pearl, a freight hopping girl, and I thought you might tell me just who she might be. 'Cause a woman will do you that way sometimes, like a lyric low down in the prose. She won't let you be, you'll never be free. Can you tell me the name of that Tuscan red rose? Have you watched for the marks on the sides of the cars, the ones that some hobo has rode? Well, his logo will shine there in chalk on the grime, as opposed to his brothers that travel the road. Well, there's Dennis from Houston and Bozo Texino, and others that only God knows. But the finest is scrawled by a traveling broad. Could you tell me the name of that Tuscan red rose? 'Cause a woman will do you that way sometimes, like a lyric low down in the prose. She won't let you be, you'll never be free. Can you tell me the name that Tuscan red rose. Well, we've had Boxcar Bertha, and there's Phoebe Snow, all railroad queens of the past. But they've been set aside so a new one can ride. She's a hoboing lady with plenty of class. You can see her go by on a Northwestern car. She'll be waving high as she goes. From a picture so fine, but it's never been signed. Could you tell me the name of that Tuscan red rose? A woman will do you that way sometimes, like a lyric low down in the prose. She won't let you be, you'll never be free. Can you tell me the name of that Tuscan red rose? Has she been everywhere, like it's easy to see from the looks of her traveling clothes? Or is she the love of some grizzled old bum that once knew the treasure of Tuscan red rose? A woman will do you that way sometimes, like a lyric low down in the prose. She won't let you be, you'll never be free. Can you tell me the name of that Tuscan red rose? Ah, come all you rounders and lovers of trains, let me tell you about something I've seen. A vagabond pearl, a freight hopping girl, and I thought you could tell me just who she might be. Oh, Woody, how we need you in a worn-out union town, where management consultants are jumping up and down. Not with goons and ginks this time, but ballpoint pens and such, to promise us all better times when we don't make so much. Oh, Woody, we could use you on a highway late at night, leaving Motor City like a migrant worker might. Sing a Dust Bowl ballad in a storm of foreign cars, and Woody sing us some old tune about this land of ours. Oh, Woody, how we miss you and your Oklahoma drawl. Don't you know your music doesn't have to change at all? Now some sing for the money, but the people need a bard. The times they may be changing, but the traveling's just as hard. Oh, Woody, where are you now that the boom is gone? Won't you please come back here and sing us one more song? We're down to our last church lick and a long, long way from home, and you ought not to leave us down here traveling on this road alone. Oh, Woody, how we need you in a worn-out union town, where management consultants are jumping up and down. Not with goons and kinks this time, but ballpoint pens and such. And they've promised us all better times if we don't make so much. What are you gonna do when they close the foundry? What'll you do then? What are you gonna do with your foundry boots when there's no work for them? What are you gonna do when your last dollar flows out in the sand? Like the spruce, it slowly cools and it leaves a thirsty man. What are you gonna do when they close the foundry? What'll you do then? What are you gonna do when they lock the doors and they move to Dixieland? What are you gonna do when the union says it done all they can do? The jobs all go to some place where they don't pay union dues. What are you gonna do when your sweet mama wants some brand new clothes? What are you gonna do when she wants her rings and bells upon her toes? What are you gonna do when the corporations says our way or none? The bread and roses cost too much for the kind of work you done. What are you gonna do when they close the foundry? What'll you do then? What are you gonna do when they shut her down and they lay off all the men? What are you gonna tell your children about the dreams that you must hold? You know the dross, it just gets tossed outside there in the cold. What are you gonna do when they close the foundry? What'll you do then? What are you gonna do with your foundry boots when there's no work for them? What are you gonna do when your last dollar flows out in the sand? Like the spruce, it slowly cools and it leaves a thirsty man. Plant where my daddy once labored for bread, burdened by time and burdened by red. It came to the place, it's a warehouse instead, and nobody cares about that. The wheels on the crane are rusted and slacked, the wood paving blocks are busted and cracked. It gives me the willies to see it like that, but nobody cares about that. Isn't it funny the way that it ends, without any fanfare, without any friends? After the traces have gone up the stack, nobody cares about that. The walls and the rafters once echoed the peal of Bullard and Gishel, steel upon steel. Now shadows have taken their turn at the wheel, and nobody cares about that. The gates are ajar on the crib and the store. There's not a sound on the shipping room floor. The 4 o'clock whistle don't blow anymore, and nobody cares about that. Isn't it funny the way that it ends, without any fanfare, without any friends? After the traces have gone up the stack, nobody cares about that. The floor in the washroom all littered with trash. Vandals have taken the chrome and the brass, and anything else that was easy to snatch, but nobody cares about that. Things that the unions have won for the men will have to be bargained for over again, where organized labor means nothing to them, and nobody cares about that. Now isn't it funny the way that it ends, without any fanfare, without any friends? After the traces have gone up the stack, nobody cares about that. The plant where my daddy once labored for bread, burdened by time and burdened by red, it came to the place, it's a warehouse instead, and nobody cares about that. I was just a-wondering how flamingo would taste cooked golden brown. Golden brown. Baked up in a roaster with his legs tied down, golden brown. Oh, Lord, golden brown. Make some red-eye gravy, won't that taste nice, golden brown? Oh, golden brown. Stuffed him full of dressing, made of chestnuts and rice, golden brown. Oh, Lord, golden brown. Now you can bring me chicken if it's southern fried, golden brown. Oh, Lord, golden brown. But won't you bring me something that I ain't never tried, golden brown. Golden brown. Now did you ever wonder how flamingo would taste cooked golden brown? Golden brown. The rich man loves his money, ain't no doubt about that. He gets crabby 'cause he ain't happy when the profits ain't too fat. Now any old way he can make it, gonna be alright, you see. 'Cause once his cup gets full of that stuff, some will trickle on down to me. Trickle down, trickle down, trickle on down to me. And the government should help 'em every way it can. Give him breaks and tax rebates and a reinvestment plan. And the poor man, he'll keep paying just to keep his job around. Once he knows that it's his role to keep things trickling down. Trickle down, trickle down, trickle on down to me. Supply side economics, now ain't that what we need? You don't suppose that all that dough could be a cause for greed? The eagle and the buzzard, they'll get things off the ground. Just close your eyes in case one flies and some comes a-trickling down. Trickle down, trickle down, trickle on down to me. The businessmen and the bankers, they all work to change the law. Keep those working people meek, keep the union small. That's the way they like it, when no one makes a sound. Just work all day for what they say, some comes a-trickling down. Trickle down, trickle on down to to feel like Lazarus, waiting for a crumb. By the rich man's table, afraid to ask for some. Nothing will get better while you're humbling on the ground. Get organized and be surprised at what comes a trickling down. Trickle down, trickle down, trickle on down to me.
Thing's worth more than my car. Right?
No, I just had a burp. And I feel like I ate like too many onions or something in my salad. I feel like every time I burp, it creates a cloud around me. So I tried to trap it in the cloud. Is it sparkle? Thank you. I think it's perfect. Yeah, don't go both ways. Yeah, so I was worried about your face.
Oh, my dear, what a little time has done to you. Oh, my dear, what a little time has done to you. You're all worked up in a state, boxing in shadows, staying up late. Oh, my dear, what a little time has done. Oh, my dear, what kind of storm blew through? Oh, my dear, what kind of storm blew through? The demagogue, the general, the priest that need you most and love you least. Oh, my dear, what kind of storm? Oh, my dear, how did I let you down? Oh, my dear, how did I let you down? I couldn't hear you, I was out in the wind. I traded your life for my original sin. Oh, my dear, how did I let you down? Oh, my dear, how will we put this right? Oh, my dear, how will we put this right? Call the bone setter, bring the hammer around, wait for the rain, and wash it all down. Bring on the sage to show the brokers the door, grandmother's garden or the killing floor. Mother's milk, a cleansing fire, Gabriel's horn, Orpheus's lyre. Oh, my dear, how will we put this right? Oh, my dear, how will we put this right? Oh, my dear. Thank you. When we were here in January of 2020, we recorded SistaStrings, Peter Mulvey with SistaStrings live at the Cafe Carp, which is that record that Guzzo Pence, who is in the room tonight, did the cover painting for. But we also recorded a studio record that'll be coming out in February, and that's called 500 Days, and we're going to do a few songs off of that. That song was on it. It's called Oh My Dear, the Demagogue. Yeah, I know, right? And this one I think is going to be on it. This is called On the Eve of the Inaugural. So it's right at the tail end of everything. I wrote this quite recently. I was at I started a songwriting group on my Patreon page, and we're writing a song every Tuesday. And
is it too late to join that?
No, absolutely.
God, I need to write. I need to write some stuff.
What I've found when you write on a weekly basis is that your batting average goes way down, but your overall run productivity goes like way up. So
Okay.
Anyway, so this is called On the Eve of the Inaugural, and the prompt was Circle K, which is a kind of a gas station that we have out east. Do they have them in the Midwest? Or?
Somewhere. I've seen them driving around. I don't know where I'm at these days.
Right. These ladies are taking Nashville by storm. They've played with it. Yeah. They're playing with Allison Russell, the gigs of their own. They did a TED Talk already.
Yes,
like played music at a
so
TED Talk.
Cool.
Right.
You saw the red dot stuff? Awesome. Yeah.
Plus, they look very stylish. You know. I mean, fairly stylish.
Barely.
Little one in a car seat in the back of a Honda that your mother is fueling at the pump next to mine, and the screens on each pump chatter at the grown-ups, American consumers in an orderly line. On the eve of the inaugural, snow is falling, and the mind, as they say, is amazed at its fall, and my left hand is freezing, and your face is so perfect, and I see in your eyes our history's call, and a smile in the way that we hominids do when we see a little baby hominid like you, and you smile back with a look of joy or indigestion, and a shiver right down to my bones. Little one, may I remind you that you and I live in the 80th decade of a steady decline of violence which has been the curse of our species, and so things probably should, and yet they don't feel just fine. 'Cause on the eve of the inaugural, there's a look of pure nervousness on every face that I see. I mean, I know things rise and things fall, but like everyone else, I never thought that that applied to you and me. And a smile in the way that we hominids do when we see a little baby hominid like you, and you smile back with a look of joy or indigestion and a shiver right down to my bones. Little one, I bequeath you this hurtling rock with its rainforest lung and its molten iron heart, its tattered oceans and weary flora and fauna, among whom we hominids have made a tentative start. Thank you. I want to thank Satchel Paige for doing the sound and also for putting together this live streaming situation. So there's 2 cameras there, and forgive me, your name again is DJ. And DJ there is running one of the cameras, and the other one is stationary. Satchel's running the sound, and we are going out to dozens, nay, scores of viewers out on the American internet. Careful, everybody. And just thank you guys for doing that. I really appreciate it. For those of you that are housebound out there still, if you haven't gotten vaccinated yet, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's a personal choice. So is driving 135 miles an hour down a residential street, you know, but it affects people. So at any rate, sorry, I'm a little punch drunk because, you know, like you, I have spent, 4 years just thinking, you can't tell me what to do is not a political philosophy. That's just it's a thing. So here's the title track of the forthcoming record. We're just doing all new stuff here because that's where my head is at.
All right.
And this is called 500 Days. Again, I wrote this with my partner, and by partner, I mean my wife. She's also my songwriting partner. And we've written a few. We've written a few. And this was, I believe, the first one we wrote. It's called 500 Days, and I don't know it. Yeah, I think, that's the key. Am I right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. We'll see you in 500 days. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you on a day without a name, and you're gonna love it here. You're gonna love it here. You're gonna love it here. They got dogs here, they got trees, they got snow, they got water everywhere. When it's next to the land, they call it the sea. When it falls from the sky, it's called rain. When it falls from the sky, it's called rain. When it falls from the sky, it's called rain. They got bikes here, they got trains, they got buses, all to take you somewhere. It gets loud here, sometimes it's lonely, but there are dogs in the city too. They got friends here, they got strangers, hands to help and hands to hold, and everyone tries to say what they mean, and your heart's gonna break some days, but your heart's gonna mend some days, and the heart goes on beating just the same. We'll see you in 500 days. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you in a day without a name. I feel like I wouldn't be doing my job if we didn't do that one song that we just absolutely do not know. We didn't write it. This was written by Melvern Taylor on a ukulele. It's in the key of F. Just think samba. I'm giving you a headache in real time.
I'm like, what? Why do I agree to these shows?
So think of that sort of. Sad and blue, I've never known no one as lost as you, wandering aimlessly the way you do. Darling, you astound me. Valentines, those paper hearts that wish that you were mine. Gas station roses and some screw-top wine. Darling, I'm just wasting time. And it don't matter if you break my stupid heart. I've got no place else to go. It don't matter if you break my stupid heart. I've got no place else to go. How come nobody told you you're so sad and blue? I've never known no one as lost as you, wandering aimlessly the way you do. Darling, you astound me. You must have more than that to say. Valentines, those paper hearts that wish that you were mine, gas station roses and some screw top wine. Darling, I'm just wasting time. Oh, darling, I'm just wasting time. Thank you very much.
Oh my.
He just gave like a look, just like being like, "Why aren't you coming in?" I'm like, bro, I don't know what's happening.
Well, what happens now?
Okay.
Now we're gonna change it.
Now we gotta get serious. Wait a minute.
We're gonna play change.
Play something. Yeah.
We'll do change.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. That was-
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I was just entering it. Okay.
No, I won't turn back. No, no. I've come too far just to stop and turn back. No, I won't turn back. I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too
what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know the change gon' come. Oh, yes it is.
Then I go to my brother. I say, brother, won't you help me, please? But he winds up knocking me. Winds up knocking me right back on my knees.
It's been times that I thought I could last for long,
But now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know change's gonna come. Oh, change gonna come. Change gon' come.
I know
Change gon' come. Change gon' come.
Oh, yes it is.
Change gon' come.
Thank you, guys. I guess I have to stop. I've been getting very emotional.
She is a
Lately.
big crybaby lately. I love to see it. She was so hard-hearted as a child.
Something about a pandemic was like very humbling. Now I just cry all over the
Yeah,
place.
I was the one that was a weepy there. I was like, Monique, you're so sensitive. So I've hardened up, and now she's the weepy one. Oh, gosh. So we're going to play Shea Butter Dreams, which I'm super excited to play. Geez, in Nashville, watching Amethyst Kia playing in front of
Oh, my God.
an all-white audience of beautiful people who are looking at her in awe, and she's just up there being her beautiful true self and singing I'm Black Myself.
Yeah.
And Shanti and I are just like falling on their chairs like, oh
Yeah.
my God! And it was such a beautiful and powerful experience, really, to like see and people being able to share in the joy of our differences.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was so powerful.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We were definitely falling out.
Oh, I know. This is terrible. And then she got off stage and came and sat right next to me, and I was like, "Oh my God! Hey, girl. Hey, girl. How you doing?"
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I forgot how it goes, but I'm back.
Music is like magic, 'cause it can change you with a couple of sound waves. You get the feeling in your body, the makes you dance, it's gonna run up through you like electric heat waves. Your kisses are a license. It gets you from my mouth into my body. Like the sunrise in the morning. You get me high, ready to start that good day. Oh, it's good. Like that first up in the morning. Oh, it's good. Don't stop, just keep on going. Oh, it's good. When that twist out show me pop and shake. But a dream show makes me scream. I'm that black queen. Dancing freely on that streetcar. Got people looking at me like I'm crazy, but then they all decide to join me. Now it's a party right there in Milwaukee. Violin up on my back now. My sister's got a cello, bass notes thrown down. SistaStrings up in the building. We out here playing right to take a bow now. Oh, it's good. Like that first up in the morning. Oh, it's good. Don't stop, just keep on going. Oh, it's good. When that twist out show me pop and shake. But a dream show makes me scream. I'm that black queen. Find your space. It's okay, it's not too late. There's always time to find your way. Find your space. It's okay, it's not too late. Make that time. Go ahead, build your dreams. Oh, it's good. Like that first up in the morning. Oh, it's good. Don't stop, just keep on going. Oh, it's good. When that twist out show me pop and shake. But a dream show makes me scream. I'm that black queen.
We're going to be, amen. We're going to be playing at Summerfest on September 9th, which is a Thursday, and it'll be us, and then later in the evening, Ani DeFranco and her band are going to play. So, yeah, it's going to be good. I haven't seen her in forever as well. And
I've never seen her.
she's never seen you. So she's in for it.
Oh, I'm just drooling. Oh my God. Someone help.
I can't wait.
I'm so excited.
And then we're going to be back here in December. We're going to do the lamplighter sessions at the Cafe Card.
I'll tell you later.
I played a gig with these guys in Ann Arbor, and you went to college there, and so
I did.
some old friends of yours were there, and you were all standing around after the gig, and you were talking about where you were going to go, and then where you're going to go after that, and just like watching these young people, making these plans. And finally, I was like, if anybody's interested, I'm going to go back to my hotel room, and I'll be asleep in 22 minutes. And, like, everyone just went, okay. We knew that. The soft animal of my body wants the soft animal of yours. My despair wants to sit down quiet next to your despair. Oh, my heart, it wants to quit because it is too tired of wanting. But my hands, they want your hair. Oh, my shoulder wants to lean in close and be there for your leaning. But my anger wants to run away or turn itself inside. Yeah, my shadows want to know that you'll be there to help me hold them. I will not run and hide. It's your laughter that I want to hear floating through the gathering. It's your hands I want to know about, your hips, your smile, your tears. What you are and what you would be, that's what I am asking. From my lips to your ears. What is it that you want? That's what I'd like to know. So tell me what you want. Tell it to me slow. All my footsteps want to walk beside yours somewhere near the river. My eyes, they want your dark eyes looking back at me. My arms, they want to hold you till we are both believers. And I want you to be free. I want to touch your face, I want to kiss you by the river. I just want you here with me. Thank you. Thank you. That's a love song. A very lovely love song. It's true. We were in that phase where you're like, and then we went to Whole Foods. Remember that phase? It was so good. We got chicken. Your friends are like, okay, yeah, we've had chicken before.
But it tastes different this time.
My father-in-law told me this joke, and it's been so long, I get to tell you a joke. So, this little girl, she's about 9 years old, and she's watching this crew of workmen, and they're doing finished carpentry on this house on the block, and she's just into it. She's excited. She goes down there, and she's just checking it out day after day after day, and finally they're like, oh, just carry this bucket of drywall screws over there, and she does a few things for them, and at the end of the day they give her a $20 bill. She brings it home to her dad, and her dad's like, let's go savings account, and so they go down to the bank, and she's like hands it up to the teller, And the teller says, "Oh, where'd you get this?" And she said, "I worked for it on with the construction guys today." And he said, "Are you going to work tomorrow?" And she said, "Well, it depends if the fucking electricians get the stuff done so we can hang the goddamn drywall." Feels good. Right as rain and right you are, right as rain and right you are, false indigo, false indigo. Right as rain and right you are, right as rain and right you are, false indigo, false indigo. I'll be wrong this one last time. I'll be wrong this one last time. False indigo, false indigo. I'll be wrong this one last time. I'll be wrong this one last time. False indigo, false indigo. Beware the roll of a lifetime, beware the roll of a lifetime, false indigo, false indigo. Beware the roll of a lifetime, false indigo, false indigo. Thank you so much. This has been Monique and Shanti Ross. We're gonna do one more.
What are you doing?
Yeah, we're not. I want to thank the Cafe Carp. We love this place. Kitty was delighted all through the pandemic because they went to a sort of a takeout model. She's like, "This is great." I mean, because this business has always been great except for the goddamn customers, and so it's. Man, I mean, I don't know. There are a lot of people that don't know what they would do without this place, and I am one of them. So I'm really glad you made it through. I'd even like to thank Bill. For 10 long years I courted Sally. Away, you rolling river. You know she broke my heart right here in this valley. Away, 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 bound away across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you away. You roll the river, Shenandoah, I long to see you. Bound away across the wide Missouri. Now the Shenandoah, she's a mighty river. Way you rolling river, Shenandoah, she's a mighty river. Away, yeah, I'm bound away across the wide Missouri. Shenandoah, I'll not deceive you. Oh, away, 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 you rolling river, Shenandoah, I'll never leave you. Away, away, I'm bound away across the wide, way across the wide Missouri. Yeah, way across the wide Missouri. Across the wide Missouri. Thank you. Thank you. Pretend that we got up and walked away. All right, but we're there, and you're not sure we're coming back. Oh, but we might come back. Okay. All right.
That's what I said. He said that
We could
earlier.
do the big sing along.
Yeah, why
Wanna
not
do
make
the
them all sing in a room?
We're gonna make you all sing in a room. You know, what's the worst that could possibly happen?
I hear some warming up happening.
Me.
In my momo. This is a song by Daniel Johnston. He had a pretty tough go as lives go, but he had people that dug his songs. So I mean, that's more than a lot of people can say. I don't know if you've ever seen the documentary about him, but it's pretty extraordinary. It's called The Devil and Daniel Johnston, and he was up in a Cessna with his father, and he's schizophrenic, so that's what, or he was schizophrenic. He's gone now, but you know that that'll do it. He took the keys of the Cessna airplane, and he just turned them off and threw them out of the airplane. For example, you know, so it's a challenging parenting situation. Well, son, make good choices. We love you all so much. I mean, not that much, but like, but enough. I was living in a devil town. I didn't know it was a devil town. Oh Lord, it really brings me down about the devil town. All my friends were vampires. I didn't know they were vampires. Turns out I was a vampire myself in the devil town. It's very different after that airplane story, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
I think we all felt like that for about 4 years, that someone had just thrown the keys overboard. But here we are on the ground. Let us give a barbaric yawp of our own existence, shall we? I was living in a devil town. I didn't know it was a devil town. Oh Lord, it really brings me down about the devil town. And all my friends were vampires. I didn't know they were vampires. Turns out I was a vampire myself in the devil town. Do that vampire part again. And all my friends were vampires. I didn't know they were vampires. Turns out I was a vampire myself in the devil town.